Hello, Geneva. My name is Kevin Burns. I have the honor of serving as mayor of Geneva. And today, this is Business Beat, and we are at none other than Harvey's Tales with the owner, Chuck Osborne. Chuck, how are you?
Doing good, thanks.
Thanks for having us here.
Thank you.
This is exciting, and it's a cold day we're filming today, so we're inside, and there's no better place to be on any weather than in a beautiful bookstore. And this is an independent bookstore. Yes. This is exciting as heck.
It is.
And now we're going to talk a little bit about the location, but you virtually redid this place.
We did.
It's amazing.
Put a lot of time and capital into
yes, you did.
Making it look nice. And
a lot of excitement.
It's an old building, and we can show you some of the highlights, I guess.
Does the old building serve a better purpose for a bookstore, do you think? Does it add to the coziness and the...
Sure. I mean, we decided that we wanted to be downtown, and things aren't available downtown too often. So
exactly.
We kept our eyes open, and we saw it pop up and thought, that looks great.
Well, what you've done is extraordinary.
Yeah, it came out nice.
Yeah, and I hear there's actually books.
There are books, lots of books.
Lots of books.
Mm-hmm.
So people come to peruse, they come to read, they come to study, they come to enjoy a coffee, they come to enjoy your and Mrs. Osborne's company.
We have people that show up just to get coffee and sit, and they bring their own books sometimes.
No kidding.
We've had library books in here in front of the fireplace, and that's okay.
That's fantastic. So how long have you been open for business?
So we opened October 1st.
Wow.
So we made it through the first Christmas season, the first Christmas walk, and
how was that?
The Christmas walk was awesome. It was
good.
It was crazy down here.
It is crazy.
Kind of a ground zero.
You are at ground zero.
Down by the tree and all, and we went through about 20 gallons of hot chocolate. And
nice.
Yeah, Christmas walk was awesome, and made it through the polar vortex, and been good.
We're on the ascent towards spring, aren't we?
We are.
Life is good. Yeah, indeed. Now, for those of you tuning in, you might not know, but Chuck and Mrs. Osborne have been residents of Geneva for...
We've lived here almost 30 years
Isn't
now.
that something?
Yeah, our kids were Harrison kids and went through the middle school, the only middle school at the time.
Yeah.
And high school grads, and we used to live on the east side, and now we're on the west side. And
in the valley? Pepper Valley?
Oh, no, farther west.
Oh, further west.
We're by the hospital, kind of.
Oh, nice. So, but this is where you spend all your time.
We spend a lot of time here.
Oh, my God. And you're both retired from your other jobs.
We are. I taught middle school for 32-ish years in West Chicago.
Wow.
And my wife was in the corporate world and worked for a commercial real estate company as their senior vice president of operations. And we just decided to do something fun.
Unbelievable. And fun this is. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at Harvey's Tales. We're going to take a tour and learn more about Chuck, Mrs. Osborne, and everything there is to offer here at Harvey's Tales. Folks, we've made our way to Harvey's Tales Coffee Bar. So this is where I come in first, grab a nice cup of coffee, and then I cruise the joint to find out what you have available, to see everyone who's gathered. So explain to everyone tuning in, Chuck, why did you add the coffee bar?
We just thought it was kind of a logical addition to the bookstore, is grab a cup of coffee, sit and read a book. And it's been fun. So Fresh Ground Roasting, little plug for them.
Oh, great partnership.
Eric over at Fresh Ground helped us source our equipment. And
excellent.
We buy our beans from him. So when he's roasting on Monday or whatever, the beans come over, they're still warm from the roaster. And,
oh my God.
It's good coffee, and people seem to enjoy it. So.
It's a natural partnership, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, a cup of coffee or hot chocolate, whatever the case might be.
It is.
And enjoy a book, read through the magazine, whatever the case might be, huh?
Totally.
Now, people are tuning in thinking, okay, Harvey's Tales. Where's the name come from?
Well, when we decided to do this a couple of years ago, we thought we had a building on 3rd Street 3 years ago, lost it at the last minute. We thought we were done. We weren't going to do anything. And at the time, we were thinking, let's name it after the dog, because we had this Bernese Mountain Dog named Harvey that was like the best dog ever. And we kept the name, and we thought we were done, and we were just going to travel the world and do something else. And then Economic Development Committee called and say, hey, there's another building for sale. So we came over and looked at it.
Nice.
And it all worked out well. But we decided to keep the name and named it after Harvey.
I've seen Harvey on your Instagram account.
Harvey's...
He's quite popular.
Harvey is, yeah. We lost Harvey about a year ago, I guess. Yeah. And we have a new Bernese now. Her name is Hazel.
Well, we're going to get to the Hazel's house soon,
Hazel's house. And Hazel is not quite as calm as Harvey was, so she doesn't show up in the store too often. But She's about a year old and about 110 pounds. And
Oh my gosh.
lots of puppy fury going on.
I can only imagine. So how does the average consumer who comes here refers to you and Mrs. Osborne? Are you booksellers? Are you just owners? Are you both?
Both, I think. I mean, I think people are surprised when they find out that we actually did something before, and we had no idea how the book business worked. But we went out and got educated and took a week-long course through the ABA, the American Booksellers
Really?
Association, and talked to shop owners in other states and other towns, and read a lot, did our due diligence, and my wife was in business, so that helped
Right,
a lot.
right.
I mean, I didn't know anything, but I knew books. We have both always been avid readers, so we just thought we'd give it a shot.
So you retire from a teaching career. Your wife's corporate authority, as I understand it, one of the very first people hired by this commercial real estate business out in New York.
She was the first person outside of New York.
Isn't that something?
Hired by them, yes.
And all of a sudden you change your lives and you think, let's sell some books.
That was it.
So, with all due respect, what were you thinking, man?
Yeah. So we have 2 kids. Our son was really excited. He's an architect. He did all the design in the building, lights and
wow.
colors. Our daughter is an attorney in Minneapolis. Her response was, "What are you, nuts?" And
Worried about our inheritance, wasn't
I
she?
think so. I think so. But no, it's we didn't give it 2 thoughts. We didn't want to just sit around. We were
Right.
I mean, we both kind of retired younger than some people, and we just decided had to do something. And the idea of giving back to the community and being able to hang out in a bookstore all day.
Well,
was
I've
appealing to
seen
us.
you've hosted events for the different schools already.
We
And
have.
the librarians at those schools, and
We've had a couple events with librarians
Yeah.
from Geneva and from Batavia next door. We've got things planned, book fairs, author
Wonderful.
events, and yeah.
that's so cool. Is it true to say that bookstores, almost by design and perhaps even by accident, become the center point of a community?
Well, we'd like to think so.
Absolutely.
I mean, bookstore people seem like they're good people.
Yeah. So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Yeah. Notice how Mrs. Osborne's not on this video.
She is not. She has participated in a couple other of these.
Yes, I know she has.
And I was told it was my turn. So
Well, I think you're doing a great job.
great.
So let's go over to Hazel's house.
This is Hazel's house. So Hazel is our puppy. We decided to
Wow.
honor her a little bit, and our son designed the doghouse entrance here. And Hazel's house is our kids' room, actually. So
It's
all our
beautiful.
kid titles,
Do kids just come in and just boom,
they do.
just gravitate toward Hazel's house?
They're drawn towards it, and it's
Let's check it out.
bright and cheerful.
It is. And for an old building, you've really brought in the outdoors quite well. The sunlight and the squeaky floors and everything.
You like this?
This is original.
It is.
So how many decades old? I mean, this is 100 plus years old.
So yeah, we worked at the museum and found out that the building, we're having it replacked actually, and the building
good.
is somewhere 1862-ish.
Oh my gosh.
Somewhere there, and most of the floors are original from that time.
Yeah.
Some of the floors are newer from when they moved the building from 3rd Street.
Sure.
When it was the Chris,
remember that,
Chris
yeah.
Kringle House and
Yeah.
Hansel and Gretel's Incredible Edibles.
I used to work at Hansel and Gretel's Incredible Edibles.
I heard a story about
Yes,
that.
yeah, my career pretty much peaked at that point. Yeah, that was incredible. So, the question that's on my mind is Harvey's Tales haunted?
So apparently,
Yeah.
the background, at one point in its history, the building was bought by a doctor in town. His last name was Corey, and he raised his family here. He had his practice here.
Wow.
And slowly they kind of died off and moved on, except for his youngest daughter, Veer, who stayed in the building and lived. It was her home until I think the 1970s, early 70s maybe.
Oh my.
And she into her 90s, and they moved her to a retirement center up in
Sure.
Elgin. And then it became commercial. It was, I think, the ABA, Kane County ABA had
Oh, yeah.
offices,
Oh, my
the
gosh.
restaurant, Chris Kringle House.
Right.
But Veer gave piano lessons out of the house.
Uh-oh.
And the story is that at times you can still hear the piano music.
Really?
That's what I hear.
Have you heard it?
I'm not. I've been in the attic at 3 a.m. I've not heard the piano.
Nothing yet, huh?
Nothing yet.
Well, maybe today we'll hear the piano.
Hopefully she's a bookstore fan.
Yeah, hopefully, I'm certain she is, for goodness sake. Otherwise, she would have.
We've had books fall off shelves, and
Really?
some of the employees swear that there's no way it could have happened. And Yeah.
Ooh, you might have to be on the history museums or the history centers.
We're on the ghost tour.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
are on the ghost tour already. So.
Oh, that's going to be so fun. So here we are in Hazel's house. This is where the little ones come in.
The littles come in here.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Try to make it bright, colorful, friendly.
And they obviously they have access to anything they wish.
They do.
And the parents, of course, I'm certain, just fall in love with the fact that they fall in love with reading.
They do.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
It's the kids seem to enjoy it.
I bet they do.
We have story time once a week.
Yeah.
We actually hold story time downstairs in our community space.
Cool.
Just because this wasn't big enough for a large group, but the kids have had fun. So.
Oh my gosh! Now there's more to see because we have the upstairs to Harvey's Tales, which I think is really cool.
That's where most of the books are.
I know, so I'm looking forward to heading up there, folks, and join us. We've made our way upstairs, folks. We have traversed the old staircase.
Old staircase.
Amazing. Again, original floor.
But up to code.
100, but up to code. 150 plus years old, man. The footprint doesn't really change much. It's still nostalgic. It's still comfortable. It's still cozy. But here are all the books.
Yeah, we try not to change things too much. We didn't want to take walls down. And
it's charming.
You'll see we've kept like rooms
right
where they were, closets where they were.
It's wonderful.
And tried to kind of retrofit the books around just the flow of the building. And the guy that laid it out did a great job.
I bet he did. Related to you, I heard.
He totally is.
Yeah, that's good. How did you pay him? In books or?
Someday he's going to have an old building full of books.
Yeah, there you go. So you come up here, I can grab fiction, nonfiction, whatever my forte is.
We have a lot of both.
Okay.
We try to categorize things. We had some help from the Great Lakes Independent Bookstore Association. One of their members came out and helped us kind of do the layout and decide, where to put what sections where. And
what's the science and art behind that?
There's a lot.
I can only
in terms
imagine.
of marketing and design and flow and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
It isn't just randomly
Just
alphabetical.
put them out and call it a day. It's not like the home library where you just put things on shelves. And
your favorites and stuff. But they helped us lay it all out, and
wow.
We try to have a pretty nice, diverse collection.
Indeed.
And order things that are a little bit off the beaten path sometimes. Okay. And downstairs we have like bestsellers and new release stuff, and then up here is a little bit of everything else. So
if I'm interested in a book and you don't happen to have it, I can order it through you.
You can order through us. Yeah. We use we order through all the publishers.
Sure.
A couple of them are really, since we're in Chicago, usually it takes 2 or 3 days.
Oh, that's it?
Mm-hmm. It's pretty quick.
It's not bad at all.
Almost prime.
Almost prime, yeah. So let's cruise this way too. Now, I remarked on this wall here earlier, you're doing some collaboration with an art studio here in Geneva, and they display some of their local artists.
Yeah,
I know that guy. It looks like, I think that's our building commissioner, isn't it? Yeah.
They have students that do art at the art school, and they come in periodically every month or 6 weeks and kind of rotate new artwork around and display some of the kids' artwork.
Yeah, I love Jack White. That guy's awesome. Okay, this is we're coming up to one of my favoritist rooms, but it seems to naturally lead toward that room.
It does. The front of the house.
Front of the house, man. So this room is occupied with.
So this is part of our nonfiction sections.
Nonfiction.
Art, photography, music, pets.
Okay.
We probably have more nonfiction titles than fiction titles.
Is that right?
Seems to be pretty popular. So our sociology section is big, current events and politics.
Okay.
Of course. But yeah, like I said, we kept the flow. So this probably was, I don't know, some bedroom at one time.
Yeah, no kidding. Probably.
Probably an old closet.
Isn't that charming? So when the tastes of a community evolve, you evolve with those tastes, of course.
Yeah, it took a little while to kind of figure out what people were looking for,
right.
Things they weren't looking for.
Yeah.
I don't sell a lot of certain titles.
Sure.
And I don't want to name names, but
no, gosh no.
I have a list.
Yeah, I bet you do.
of authors that people don't seem interested in, so we don't sell those and sell a lot of other things. So
it's my assumption that while located in Geneva, this is not just the Geneva bookstore, is it?
Well, downtown, you'd be surprised. I don't know what percentage of our traffic is non-Geneva residents, but it's large.
Isn't that amazing?
A lot of people. I'm sure the city knows what percentage of downtown
Sure,
shoppers
it's
are
an
Genevans.
approximation, but yeah, it's fascinating.
But then too, it's good that we have people that come downtown because it's a bookstore, and they say, oh, we don't usually come downtown too often, and
That's
so
wonderful.
part of the idea was we can get people to come back downtown.
You've
too.
helped attract a certain segment
We'd like to
that
think so.
otherwise would not have come downtown.
Yeah, we think so.
Absolutely. Plus, you're, again, as you stated earlier, beautifully located,
Beautifully located.
right in the center of it all.
So what percentage are the downtown shoppers?
Well,
do we know?
we've heard anywhere from 70+% of folks who shop downtown are not from the 60134 zip code.
That sounds
Seems
about right.
fair? Yeah. Which is wonderful. And you've added to the extraordinary charm.
We have people come in
exciting.
from all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just are glad to find a local bookstore again. So
Do you ever pop up here during the day and just see people kibitzing?
yeah, I'm usually fixing something.
Yeah.
We have book groups that meet
You do?
at a little conference table. We
You
have
got to check out this conference.
we have a group of retired Geneva teachers. I think
yeah.
most of them are that come up here and knit every Friday and
Oh, you're no kidding?
have coffee and sit. And,
This is the room.
yeah.
I love it. Now, when you want to order chocolates, you just open the window and yell at All Chocolate Kitchen?
The chef delivers.
Yeah.
Esther delivers.
Esther's the best, isn't she? Now, where did you find these pieces here, too, that obviously complement the room beautifully?
Flea market. Kane
No
County,
kidding.
Kane County Flea Market.
And last weekend was the first weekend they opened this year? Or coming up?
We have not.
No, this weekend, yeah.
We haven't been yet this year, but
great. Isn't it
yeah,
great?
some of the other pieces we just kind of look for things that kind of fit in with the old house vibe.
Absolutely.
And we're easy on the budget, and
Yeah.
you'd be amazed what you can do with a can of Rattle Can Black. And
Yes, you are. So total square footage of Harvey's Tales is?
so I think the building's 3,600 square feet.
God, it feels so much bigger.
There's the basement space is mostly office,
Okay.
and we do have a community space downstairs
Right.
that's all finished. So, but retail space, second floor, first floor, about 2,400 square feet.
Wow. So there's a theory out there that because of the Kindles and because of other devices that we can read, that books are a dying thing.
Some people love ebooks and
Yeah.
the Kindle, and but the whole Kindle market, the ebook market, has plateaued. What I've read,
It really has, hasn't
in the literature, the book news. But independent bookstores are on the rise.
Isn't that great?
There's more than every year. There were 700 new ones across the country last year.
700.
Some very small,
Sure.
some large. Some of the larger independent ones, like Powell's out in Portland, and
Okay.
they're opening new stores.
Wow.
Barber's in Chicago just opened
Yeah,
a new
yeah.
one at the mall. They're at the airport now.
Wow.
So yeah, it's we're not dead.
Not at all.
We're not dead yet.
You're very much living. Oh my gosh. And that has to provide some excitement for you as well.
Yeah, it's always good to hear that things are at least holding their own. I mean, we
Yeah.
can't compete with Jeff Bezos, and
Sure.
I do have a Jeff Bezos voodoo doll downstairs. I don't know if you saw that or not, but
Jeff, if you're tuning in,
I stick a pin in it every morning.
do you really? That's exciting.
Took half his money.
So
apparently.
witchcraft is really part of the attraction here at Harvey's Tales.
We sell a lot of witch stuff. Yeah.
And there's something about the tactile and the feel and to have a book and to hold it and to...
That's what I like about it. I mean, I've
too.
got a Kindle, I've got an
Sure.
iPad,
Sure.
but I like the book still.
Yeah.
And a lot of people seem to still like to hold on to the book. And
Well, that begs
about
the
it.
question, what kind of book do you like? Are you a biography guy?
Personally, I'm a big Southern Gothic fan.
Really?
Yeah, I like Flannery O'Connor and Barry Hannah and Cormac McCarthy. Dark stuff, I guess.
Dark stuff here, folks.
No happy endings. But I read a lot of. I taught science and math, so I read
Right.
a lot of science, popular
Okay.
science stuff, and but no, not a lot of nonfiction biographies. That's not my thing. That's more my wife. She likes sociology, nonfiction stuff. She reads a lot of psych.
Well, you have
She
to
likes-
read a lot of psych.
She
just
likes
to-
cookbooks.
be in the retail world.
You do. There's a whole science.
There's a
behind
whole
the
genre.
business.
So let's keep exploring all these cool nooks and crannies, and we'll discover more about Harvey's Tales. So stick with us. We've made the tour, ladies and gentlemen. Chuck has been our tour guide, bookseller extraordinaire, owner, proprietor, and gracious host. We're back in the parlor. We're enjoying a nice fire and a cool day. And I want you to share with everybody who's tuning in, millions of people tuning in, address, phone number, website.
So Harvey's Tales is at 216 James Street in Geneva. Our website is harveystales.com, and our phone here is 630-232-2991.
Thanks again, Chuck.
Thanks.
Appreciate your hospitality. And ladies and gentlemen, Harvey's Tales, books and other diversions on beautiful James Street in downtown Geneva. I love it. The community has embraced you, and we hope to see you here soon. Thanks again, folks.